Entries for the Kathmandu Coast to Coast are now open. We've created this video to give those of you planning to do the event an insight into how to properly prepare. This video will cover how to get yourself ready for the kayaking, running and cycling stages. The Kathmandu Coast to Coast is a very special event. The sense of achievement is immense. However, the reward of crossing the finish line doesn't come without a bit of hard work and sacrifice. The build-up and preparation will still be an incredible journey, and for most people this is where the most fun and the best memories are made. For most new entrants, you will be looking to learn all three disciplines: running, kayaking and cycling. So where do you start? Well, kayaking of course. Topsport has been teaching people how to kayak for the coast to coast for over 30 years. Our team of instructors are the best in the business and all experts in teaching multi-sport kayaking. So what's actually involved in the kayaking section of the Kathmandu Coast to Coast? Well, you'll need to be able to kayak confidently and competently down 70 kilometres of rapids on the Waimakariri River. This section of river has plenty of challenging features that can be overwhelming for a novice paddler, but with a bit of help and guidance from the professionals, you can turn something scary into your favourite part of the Kathmandu Coast to Coast. So, our first piece of advice is to get yourself a space on our Topsport Grade 2 kayaking course, endorsed by the Kathmandu Coast to Coast. We are based in Christchurch, the home of Kathmandu Coast to Coast. Every year we get so many competitors travelling from around New Zealand and overseas to join us on the river. We are the only providers to offer a Grade 2 program almost entirely on the Waimakariri River, using sections of the river you will be paddling on race day. So now you have your Grade 2 course booked, do you rush out and buy a kayak, or wait until you've completed your course and have more of an idea of your ability and what's involved? Both of these options have their advantages. Getting a boat first and then doing your course means you'll be paddling on your own boat and building up some valuable experience on the river in your own craft. However, the downside to this, and we see it time and time again, and when we say that I really mean it, we have so many paddlers buy kayaks that just aren't suitable for them. Most often they are too advanced for their skill level. This can cause so much trouble and be very costly mistakes. So if you are buying a boat, first make sure you are getting professional advice before parting with any hard-earned cash. Next up, you need to find some people to start paddling with. Get Googling and find your local kayak club. For Christchurch, it's the Arawa Canoe Club. Joining your local club has many benefits, including the use of club gear, which can be the ideal way to get started before you have your own boat. Auckland, Tauranga, Hawke's Bay, Palmerston North, Wellington, Queenstown, Dunedin and Invercargill all have great clubs, and there are many others across the whole country. Here you will no doubt find others learning this new sport as well as experienced paddlers that can point you in the right direction. Once you've done a Grade 2 certificate course and have spent the winter building up your skills, it's time to get excited about your first trip through the gorge. I often get asked if doing a guided trip is worth it. The answer is yes, absolutely. I could spend all day talking about what mistakes can be made on your first trip, so instead just take our advice and get your first trip or two under your belt in a safe, fun and educational environment with Topsport.
Hi, I'm Daniel Jones, one of the lead guides for Topsport's Goat Pass trips. For many people, the mountain run is a real physical challenge. The route is very technical, so it requires you to have good coordination and strong endurance to stay alert. Book a guided trip with Topsport so that you can be assured of the best way to manage this stage. We keep you safe, ensure you stay on track and get the best up-to-date guidance. The course is a total of 30.5 kilometres, beginning by travelling up the Deception River on the western side of the Southern Alps, over Goats Pass at 18 kilometres in, and down the Minga Valley on the eastern side of the Alps. It involves over 20 river crossings that vary from ankle deep to waist deep depending on rainfall. It's important that to prepare for the run stage over the year that you build up experience in the outdoors on technical tracks, as well as safely practicing river crossings. If you're new to river crossings, ensure you're with experienced people and follow the advice provided by the NZ Mountain Safety Council. The stage includes a lot of rocks too, so strengthen up those ankles, spend time getting used to rocks in places such as your local riverbed or coastal rocks, and make it feel as normal as walking on the pavement down the street. You'll also need to build your running fitness up. Start with short runs and work your way up to some long runs. It is important to progress your training load gradually to allow your body to adapt to your training and lessen the risk of injury. A running or multi-sport coach such as myself or Sam can help you with this. Our guided trips start in spring, so there's time to prepare. Doing your first trip over Goats Pass with us ensures that you are getting the best quality understanding of how to get through this stage with no mistakes. You will build confidence in being with an experienced crew and feel safe all the way. We also provide transport to and from Christchurch. It's so good we often get clients do all their season trips with us.
Hi, I'm Katie Canby, and last but not least, road cycling is a huge part of the Coast to Coast race. If cycling is new to you, then you'll be looking around for a bike. Comfort on the bike is key, as you'll be spending a lot of time getting those long training rides in, especially if you've signed up to do the longest day. Seek advice on the right bike to fit your budget from your local bike shop. Make sure you get it set up to suit you by an expert in the field. This can help prevent injuries and discomfort so you can get the most out of your precious training hours. If you're based in Christchurch, there's only one man to see. Anthony Chapman at Optimal Performance is legendary at bike fitting. Anthony is an elite cyclist, has completed the longest day, and is a highly trained physiotherapist. He has been looking after our team for a few years now, and we would highly recommend them. Once you have your bike and it's set up ready to ride, it's time to seek out some local bunch rides. The race is famous for its big bunches leaving Kamara at the crack of dawn. This is definitely not the place to see if you have what it takes to stick with a bunch for the very first time. So you need to make sure you get some bunch riding and cycling racing in before the big day. Just like running and kayaking, there are great cycling clubs all over the country. Local club racing is a fantastic way to build up your experience and fitness.
So there you have it, a few tips from us here at Topsport. So go grab your laptop and head to our website to start planning your journey. We look forward to meeting you.